Hey again, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So I don't know about you guys, but I am in the thick of spring garden prep, and that means I always have to stock up on my garden supplies before the busy season hits. I like to support local as much as possible, but I live in a very small town in rural Northwest Iowa, and even the large garden centers are about an hour away. So that means Amazon really comes in handy. So I just did a bunch of spring ordering, and I thought this would be a great list to share with you guys. So in this video, I'm sharing with you my top 10 things I order in the spring for my garden from Amazon. So these are in no particular order, but the first one is a pretty important one, and that is Biotone Starter Fertilizer. I use this when I plant anything in the ground. I just used it on my potatoes, and I also use it to prep the soil when I plant my cut flower seedlings. Now this is a smaller size bag. It is comparable in price on Amazon to anything that you can get at a local garden center. I can't get it in town. I can get it at Fleet Farm, but ordering it from Amazon sometimes is just easier. So I get them in 4-pound bags or the larger bags, but this is something that I add to all of my soils. I want to add that this is organic. And everything on this list is linked down below in the video description. Number 2 on my list are these handy garden markers. Now these I specifically use for my pumpkins and my dahlias because pumpkins vine out so much, dahlias grow so bushy and tall, just a small garden tag is not going to be easy to see. So I order these large garden tags. They come in sets of 30. They're a white plastic, really easy to write on, and I can definitely find these labeled in the garden really easy in the foliage. The next thing on my list is what I use to label these, and it is called a garden marker. Don't use a Sharpie when you're marking your things outside. It'll fade over time, and by the end of the season, you won't be able to read it anymore. So definitely grab one of these garden markers. It writes just like a Sharpie, but you will be able to read it the entire season. The fourth thing on my list are these really cute garden domes. They're plastic, they have vents in the top, and they even come with little staples to keep them down in the ground. I just put these in my home garden over my cauliflower and my cabbage plants. They look really cute, but they also serve a great purpose of protecting those new seedlings when you planted them out in the garden, especially if you're getting really cold night temperatures like we have the past few nights. This particular set came in a set of 10, but I think I already need to order more. The next thing on my list is something that I ordered multiple of last year, and I need another one for this year. It's my favorite hose wand. It has multiple settings. I tend to use the shower one, and this is what I use to water when I'm doing overhead watering. It's nice and long. It has that lock setting where you don't have to hold the button in all the time. It comes in a variety of colors, and I think it's a really good price. So I'm probably going to have to order multiple ones this year just to make sure I have enough for here at the garden and at home for the garden. And speaking of watering, the next thing on my list are soaker hoses. I don't know about you, but watering is really time consuming. So I like to run drip irrigation where I can. One of the ways that I do automated watering is with soaker hoses. I use soaker hoses for things like dahlias where I really want to saturate the ground a little bit more. And these that I have found on Amazon work really great. You can use them singly as the 100-foot hose, or you can link them together. They work great for me. I've used them for multiple seasons. So if you're looking for a great soaker hose to help shave some time off of your hand watering, definitely grab a couple of these. Fertilizing is something that I definitely do to my plants once they get established in the ground. And one of my favorite fertilizers that I have found is the Alaska More Bloom. This is specifically made for flowering plants, and it's organic, and I absolutely love it. So if you're looking for a great new organic fertilizer that will help boost all of your blooms so that you have a more productive cut flower garden, definitely check this one out. The next thing on my list is DeWitt fabric for the garden. This has helped me immensely with weed suppression. And I know there's a lot of people out there who are not fans of putting fabric down. I use it just because it really saves the garden from the weeds. I pull it up in the fall so that the ground does get that nice air circulation over the winter, but during the season, this really helps me. It also helps me space out my plants. So the next things on my list are the tools that I use to burn the holes in my landscape fabric. And to do that, I just use one of these simple kitchen torches. I burn the hole. It goes really, really fast. No need to make one of those fancy metal templates. You can just use one of these kitchen torches. And to help hold your landscape fabric down, you can get the staples from Amazon. Don't go to your garden center and get the 4-inch staples. They'll never hold the fabric down. You need to get these high quality 6-inch staples. These are what will hold the fabric in place. And the last thing on my list, which may be one of the most important things that I purchase throughout the season, this is called the goie. And what this does is it syncs with my phone, and I have multiple sensors throughout the garden, and this helps me monitor the temperature and the humidity in different areas of the garden. I keep one in my greenhouse, I keep one in my hoop house, I keep one in my seed starting room. I will eventually keep one in the basement of the new retail space where I do all of my seed starting, where I have my root cellar. You can keep it outside in the garden. And in the middle of the night, if you're wondering what the temperature is, you can just bring it up on your phone and you can see exactly what the temperature is. So you can monitor if things are getting too cold at night or if things are getting too hot from the day. It really, really has saved me at a couple points from losing some of the things in my hoop house. So definitely check out the goie. You can get single ones. You can get multiple packages. It's a game changer. All right, so that does it for my top list of garden supplies that I order from Amazon in the spring. I hope this helps you with your garden planning over the season. And as always, stay tuned for a lot more garden videos throughout the season and all the way through my cut flower sales. Hope you're having a great day, and we'll see you soon.